Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Stellaris after the Heinlein update and the Leviathans DLC. I'm going to be continuing my Commonwealth of Man campaign for at least a little while right now. For anyone who usually prefers to watch me stream rather than on YouTube, I'd like to apologize for this one starting significantly later than I promised last night. I went out after work and ended up being out significantly later than I had planned. Also, for anyone watching, I'd like to apologize for any stupidity or rambling in this video, as I am fairly intoxicated at the moment. But I am in quite the mood for a bit of Stellaris, so I figured, screw it, I'm gonna play, and any screw-ups I make, well, we will just blame on Imperator Shyam Upadhyay. It will be his fault for ruling the human star hierarchy as a drunkard. So, let's get it going, shall we? So we've got Pearl Harbor Independence, interesting. But their chance of getting any support is minimal. I'm going to largely ignore them. The Dantariga First Militia, we are going to stop suppressing for now, just to save on some influence, so that we can store up a bit more, and probably use it for frontier outposts and expansion to the south in a little bit. Especially since, if I recall correctly, yeah, Destiny here is pretty much ready to be... Oops, let's swap that out, there we go. Is pretty much ready to be dropped into a sector. So, we can get at least one more planet and have still only 5 core systems, and be able to still focus on the planets that need our attention. And Tariga here, for instance, I could probably drop into a sector, to be perfectly honest. And I'm going to upgrade the administration to a capital to try and add to ethics divergence. We've already got essentially minus 30% here, but if I can get that higher, that'd be even better, because we would get them closer to us more quickly. But yeah, other than that, honestly, I could probably do whatever the hell I want with this planet at this point. It's never going to be one of our main planets, but it was just... They were space age. I didn't want them popping up with a new territory, a new, even minor power so close to me. I mean, it's where is it? In this system, yeah, I started in Deneb here, so it was very close. I didn't want something popping up there. I failed to integrate these guys in time before they became a power, but then we were pretty easily able to change them over to our ethics and make a protectorate out of them, so that's fine. I do really want them to end up becoming a vassal so that I can integrate them, because these guys, if I remember right, are, yep, very strong, so they would make excellent soldiers. And, you know, the human star hierarchy is not at all going to mind using these things, these tree creature things, as expendable shock troops. We're not going to object to that in the slightest. So, what's our current situation? We've got these guys as a vassal, the Great Spyran Emperor. We've got the Great Spyran Imperium as a vassal as well. So we are projecting power a bit into the inner arm here on our spiral galaxy, and I do like the idea of continuing to push south until we start bordering the Chinor Foundation. Who are these guys? Oh, we have a Fallen Empire to the north. I didn't even notice that. We have Holy Guardians. So they have holy sites nearby, huh? I don't actually know what planet that would be. We may not have found it yet. But we definitely haven't pissed them off yet, so there's that. I don't know... What's our expansion planner? F9, okay. So, in terms of future expansion, we're mostly looking at ocean worlds, and the best one we've got here is Epsilon Indy 3. Where is that? Epsilon Indy 3. Okay, that's pretty close by. It wouldn't actually add to our territory all that much, so I'm not sure I'd go with that. But Tropalum 3, where are you? Because that is a fairly tempting planet, if it is currently outside my territory. No. Mora, no. Tropalum 3. Oh, yeah, that would be excellent. You know what? Let's queue up a colony ship for Tropalum 3. We'll go from Stalwart because it's close. Why the hell not? Xenophobe, Fanatic Militarist, that's what we want. And right here, it looks like the perfect place to drop our ship. So, Tropalum Prime. We have another ocean planet. We named our first one Pearl Harbor. What's another one? What's another good name for a ocean planet? Shoot, I'm trying to remember the name of the largest naval battle in World War II. I am just failing. Leyte Gulf, that's what it was. We're gonna call it Leyte Gulf. There we go. So we'll keep our ocean planets on a kind of World War II naval theme. That's how I think we'll go with it. Continental and Gaia planets will go with more virtues or militant names. Just generically militant ones like Stalwart, Destiny, Unity. If I remember right, we named this Eden just because it was our Gaia. And this one was Bastion, yep. Very military and also currently our primary soldier recruitment center. So, but our armies are currently in perfectly fine shape. Our fleet is doing okay. We're at about half of our maximum naval capacity, with still 14 energy credits and 146 minerals as our current income. So we're doing okay. Whenever the fleet's deployed, we're going to be at a loss for energy credits, but that's not really out of the ordinary. That's fine. I am thinking at Destiny we want to build crew quarters, and that would make Destiny then kind of our ideal place for the ships to just hang out when they're not being used in combat. So I think we're going to do that. We'll have the fleet move up there so that later I don't just forget and fail to take advantage of it. Right now there's really no bonus for having them at Unity instead of at Deneb. Oh, I'm building an engineering bay here right now at Unity, but... And I do need to, looks like, design my new battleships. So, let's take a look at these guys. I think I unlocked these right at the end of the last stream. Oh, sorry, I just changed something really quick. Alright, there we go, we're back. So, yeah, at the end of the last stream we unlocked the battleships. We took a very quick look at them, but not much one. So let's look at the various modules we got. So we got the broadside bow that offers 2 small, a medium, and a large. Looks like all of them have 2 large and 2 auxiliary utilities. And then we've got the artillery bow for 2 large, and the hangar bow for 2-point defense, a medium, and a hangar. Okay. I'm willing to bet that this spot ends up being taken up by the extra large spino mount weapons, and that you can put only one of those there, and probably still have 2 large and 2 auxiliary utility slots. But since we don't have any spino mount weapons, it's just not there yet. like, for instance, with corvettes, we can't actually change this beyond the interceptor, but I do understand that corvettes with torpedoes are definitely a thing. So once we unlock space torpedoes, I'm expecting to unlock the new corvette module, and we'll verify whether or not I'm right on that once we unlock it. So in the middle, we've got the broadside core for 2 medium, 2 large, the artillery for 3 large, the hangar for 4 medium and a hangar, or the carrier for 2-point defense, 2 small and a hangar. And at the artillery stern, we either got 1 large or 2 medium. Alright, well, at the moment, we're mostly fighting enemies with smaller ships than we have, so any battleships I put out right now, I want to be set up to mostly fight smaller ships. And I tend to think bombers are good for that. Though, since we'll have extra hangars, we will do bombers and fighters to... I don't know, we'll see if we need defenses or not. We'll definitely put our best point defense in those slots. And for small... I'm thinking what we want is the ion disruptor, to be honest. We need something to knock shields down to let the cloud lightning do its work. And for the bow... You know what, let's do a broadside. Let's keep this a fairly well-rounded class of ship rather than just a big cruiser. So, it's got 2-point defense. I feel like that's enough for the moment. And we will give it another cloud lightning, 2 more small disruptors. Whew, the tracking on large weapons is just terrible. Evasion is going to work against damn near everything here. But against cruisers or something, we're going to want something to weaken them a fair bit. Let's do a large blue laser. Why the hell not? That's the best of these guys. Yep, wormhole. We still have nothing for auxiliaries. That's okay. Alright, well, first off, I suppose I should get us to positive power. There we go. Alright, advanced shields and armor. Yeah. Actually, the armor boost isn't huge, but that would probably up its speed quite a bit. Yeah. Instead of 1.0, 1.3, that is actually pretty not significant, I'm willing to bet, actually. Let's go Plasteel for now. And Vanquisher, that's a fine name for it. Yeah, combat speed of Corvette, 1.75. 1.7, 1.7, oh wait. And 2.6 rather, it's 1.75 plus 50%. 2.7. So it looks like cruisers and destroyers have the same base speed, but battleships are significantly slower. Okay. So a fleet of both cruisers and destroyers is ideal speed-wise. If you want to have none of your ships slowing down the ones with them, that seems to be the way to go about it. And then having like a strike force of corvettes or something on its own probably would work pretty well, especially if you gave that strike force of corvettes an admiral with evasion bonuses. Now, I don't think we have quite enough admirals to split them up. That's okay. How are we on leaders? Actually, I haven't checked planets, so Stalwart has a governor and Unity has a governor. I really should probably give Dantoriga one. It might help with the whole them not liking us much thing. So we'll move Nilang there to Dantoriga. Destiny is getting ready to be dropped into a sector, and we'll be all good. I'm going to put Hotkey Destiny to number 8. We've got Eden and Bastion at 9 and 10, and Unity at 1, so our most developed planets are all still pretty easily called up as needed. My science ship, if I remember it, I queued it up at, doing the, the alien specimen procurement questline. So my science ship is only doing this for quite some time. That's okay. Right now, exploring. I do want to keep exploring. You know what? We've got the influence. Why not? Let's build another science ship and get another scientist out. We had one a while back, but a science ship gained by an event, but we lost it to it not being set to evade enemies and me not noticing that. So, hopefully this one we can keep alive a bit longer. So I've sped things up a little bit. So the Seban Republican systems have a significantly more powerful fleet than I do, but they don't have a tech advantage. How about the Stellaris Republic? Superior fleet power, but not too much beyond mine. So, I tend to think most important thing at the moment is trying to up my energy credit income to support a bigger fleet. At the moment, we're not really researching anything to help with that, but that's okay. So almost forgot. We met an enclave that can trade tech. The Curator Lambda Enclave. Then here? The Ciasiothea system. Ciasiothea. That's a little tricky to say. That didn't take me to him. Communicate. I can just do it from here. I'm very on top of things at the moment. Let's see. Aid us in our research. We've got positive income right now. We'll still have 758 left. Let's do it. Boom. Because that is a significant research boost. Probably won't actually kick in until next month, so we'll see it maybe then.
Construction complete.
But 15% research boost, that is not anything to be scoffed at.
Construction complete.
I'm going to leave this empty for now. We're going to want to use it for battleship yards, or potentially something else later on, so we'll see. And the HHS Enigma is done. Let's get a scientist for it. Ooh, hold on, we have a maniacal. Let's replace this guy with the maniacal. Available. Alright. And sorry about the sniffling, I've got a bit of a runny nose at the moment. Fighting off a cold, which probably makes it not the smartest night for me to have gone out, but too bad. I'm still young enough to make bad decisions and say damn the consequences. Alright, so how... Oh no, we've already set aside the influence of Column 3. That'll be significant. So the small rodent-like creatures known as Orinthi are native to Destiny. Ooh, that's on one of my planets. Where their habitat extends across most of the planet's diverse climatic regions. Climatic regions, not climactic. They breed at an extremely rapid rate and seem to have a particular fondness for chewing on electric cables. So they're voles from Star Trek, essentially. Cardassian voles. Procuring specimens was not a problem. In fact, after the initial creatures were collected, more of them made their way into the CNS Vigilance by hitching rides on the science ships and orbital shuttles. Exactly why the Museum of Exobiology requested Orinthi specimens remains a mystery. Well, I'll take 2 months worth of society research, why the hell not? Alright, so you have a scientist in you, and you're not exploring anywhere. I'm willing to bet one of those is this Fallen Empire's claimed world, so let's just verify that. Meanwhile, we will have Sideship just plan to survey these systems. See what happens.
Research
Clay here
complete.
is already Clay Lessard here is already almost 100 years old, but level 5 though. So this will be the last service to the human star hierarchy of a distinguished scientist. Let's go with battleship yards, and now let's see if I was right. Haha! I was right. We now have access to torpedo boats. And yes, we are going to change our corvettes to be torpedo boats. Absolutely. So, we have spaceport torpedoes with 100% shield penetration. I'm thinking I might just put a disruptor on them so that they can still help the rest of the fleet knock shields down. And I mean, it does some damage on its own, but advanced combat computer, plasma thrusters, gravitic sensors. Alright. Reactors. Advanced shields. Oh, we'll give it a little bit of armor. That another 5% effectively of damage done to it is negated. I'm down. Well, actually, hold on. 9.11 for the torpedoes. Maybe we get 2% extra damage for doing that. I don't think that's worth it, to be honest. Alright, yeah, we'll give it the armor. Either way, it's not going to make a major difference, but why not? We have 18 corvettes. Let's upgrade them all. Actually, I don't know if I've upgraded my destroyers or cruisers in a little while either.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
If I did, I overlooked a couple of things, it looks like. That's okay. And shields. Alright. So cruisers, or destroyers are pretty much entirely shields. You know, let's go with the picket ship bow. That'll give them a little more room for utility slots. It'll help them be a picket ship. Go to ion disruptors. That plus the cloud lightning lets them knock shields down relatively quickly and then ignore a good chunk of armor. Plus cloud lightning never misses, so destroyers should be pretty good at shredding enemy corvettes. Meanwhile, a little more power, some shields, more power, more shields. Yeah. What about this way? Too much for advanced shields. How about improved deflectors? I'd rather use like tier 3 armor there. Give them a bit of an extra defensive oomph. Alright. So their power boost gives them a bit of an extra damage bonus. Not much, 1%. But, you know what? I like this design thus far. So, well, or I could give them afterburners. Give them a speed boost in combat. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun. Cruisers. Upgrade these disruptors. Upgrade the combat computer. And that means we probably get rid of one of these medium ceramic metal armors and replace it with a reactor. And then we upgrade most of the shields, but not all of them apparently. No, let's pull that one out as well. We'll just have the plus 10 power and give it a good chunk of armor. So, cruisers have a decent amount of both armor and shields. Even if the armor is a tier below the shields, too bad. So is the power generator. I just can't shove too much on them. Alright, so, ships are all upgraded. Let's upgrade them again, because we didn't upgrade the destroyers and cruisers. So my force was at like 2,800, now it's at 34. They'll finish upgrading a Destiny in a little bit. That's fine.
Construction complete.
Pearl Harbor, what do we got going on here? I really should be paying more attention. Let's upgrade that, first off. Give it a planetary administration.
Construction complete.
Why are you not colonizing automatically? I guess it did not pull the influence out, maybe? So now we've got to wait for the influence to build back up. Well, that's unfortunate. I was expecting that the influence just got pulled right away. I don't know what the hell happened to the rest of our influence else, but...
Construction complete.
Oh well. Unemployed Pops and Stalwart, which is building nothing, that's a problem. Let's see, we are currently at plus 20 Pop, so that's not... Food is not an issue here. First off, let's get a Monument to Purity there. And a mining network, I guess? Sure. And then a power plant.
Research complete.
Epigenetic triggers we can uplift now, but we haven't really found anyone to uplift. That said, genetic modification and environmental adaptation. Let's do it. No one's rivaling us right now, but then again, we're kind of off on our own on the side here, and our old rivals have all been defeated by us. Okay, so the Raxthalak, they are not going to ever like us. They're Democratic Crusaders. Now the Sebans, them we can work with, to some degree at least. I don't know that I want to make any pacts with them, but... they're just peaceful traders, they're not likely to assault us, but who knows. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, construction keeps finishing of things. Oh, and also the upgrades finished, and so the ships are, because they cost more now, also have higher maintenance. We got a group of Lorens from the icy surface of Philomere 5. These white furry omnivores wrap themselves in tight balls and roll across the plant's snowfields at astonishing speeds. One animal was clocked at over 80 kilometers an hour. Man, for just rolling, that is ridiculously fast. This aided in their detection, since the passage of their rolling forms kicked up huge plumes of swirling snow.
System survey complete.
Alright. I really shouldn't have this guy just doing whatever down here. I really should be targeting this specifically on energy income at the moment. So I'll let him finish this station. Boom. And then we'll go over to Mira. Well, we'll grab the research because research. And we can go a little while with our current negative income. But after that, we'll come over here and focus specifically on the energy stations. Same up here at Setatone. I don't really need extra mineral income just at the moment, but research, always worth getting. So, that'll be most of it. And now the station long-term will support itself.
Construction complete.
Energy neutral whenever you're building a station, a mining station over a one energy world. Right. So we're not too far off from being able to colonize Tropalum 3. Under a year. Pearl Harbor, we need to work on you, especially with that holy crap ethics divergence. Can't upgrade the administration, we're just gonna be stuck with the super heavy ethics divergence for a bit, I think. Alright, well that's okay. We can handle that. We'll largely put the unhappy people on food production impossible, because that is not harmed by morale, fortunately. Move you around, maximize the... Oh, you're moving to stalwart. Lovely. Yeah, I want to maximize energy production here.
Construction complete.
Dantariga, how we doing here? I don't care about that one food. We need alien pets on the tile for the Xeno Zoo. Fair enough. We're not making enough power here for a power hub to be worth it, so let's just do a power plant. Alright, Destiny can be folded into the Bastion sector here pretty easily, Sandbor. And then we can focus on developing in the south.
Special project complete.
There's Star Empire that are Federation builders, fair enough. Tassergoid secured. The Tassergoid is an extremely lethal predator that stalks the dense jungles of Zergav Biba Filav. Oh, that's one hell of a name of a planet. At night, paralyzing its prey with electric shocks before sucking their brains out with its tube-like mouth. Unfortunately, 3 of the crew members from the Vigilance were lost to the creatures before a specimen could be secured. The Museum of Exobiology and Unity will rename one of its wings after these brave officers to honor their sacrifice. Excellent. Up here, we are serving with good efficiency, and we'll keep doing that. Is one of these their holy world? Apparently not. Unless you don't get told which is their holy world anymore. In which case we're screwed. Hopefully it's one of these. Something in this area, but we'll find out down the line, I'm sure.
Complete.
Alright. More research coming in.
System survey complete.
That's fine. Alright.
Construction.
It's not ideal because of the lack of happiness, but still better than nothing. And how are we on? +5. Alright, in that case, we're gonna do another power plant here. We're gonna make Dantariga as much of a power generation facility as possible. These guys have no bonuses to anything else, so may as well. Pearl Harbor. More power! Mining it. Oh, no, not a mining network, god. Power plant. Alright. As stalwarts, we want to keep developing as well as we can. Let's get a mining network up there. We want to build another robot. I don't know. We're still a bit low on energy production. Even factoring in all the upgrades and stuff available here. I'm just not sure. Alright, but we now have enough influence to colonize Drapalum, which has high gravity and hazardous weather, but gives a major bonus to energy credits, which the planet has very little on its styles, but we'll deal with it. 50% habitability because of the freaking bad weather. Still, we've got it up with Tech Summit, we've got it up with Frontier Clinic, and it's not like we're going for a happiness maximizing build anyways. We were going to name it, they did go. And we now need to move Destiny into our Bastion sector. Oh, hold on.
Construction complete.
I want to double check that. So, sector settings. Instead of herd, slave, build military stations, Space Force. Let's turn off the military stations for now. I don't want to build in too much, and I'm going to give you military credit. Car. Do not redevelop
System
buildings.
survey complete.
No, they had moved where they had moved that option to, so that's my first time changing it. Alright. This place is full.
Spatial project complete.
Racks of the Lag are now under attack from the Seaman Republican systems. This I'm not sure I like. So after extensive search on the seabed and Monacadier 2 using a small fleet of mini-submarines, the crew of the Vigilance finally managed to corner the elusive target of their search, a live Tarblack. The shimmering creature, which defends itself by emitting faint psionic signals that produce a sense of dread in most organics, was brought aboard the science ship in a special water tank simulating its natural environment. The crew members on the Vigilance that came into direct contact with it will require extensive therapy, but the mission was a success. So they are probably going to be able to win this pretty handily, but I'm really tempted to intervene to some degree. I do want to find out what their ships look like long before I do that, and we definitely need to build up our fleet more before that as well. Speaking of that, let's kick out our first battleship. I don't have battleship assembly yard yet. That'll be a little over 2 years from now. Yeah, we're just gonna go. Unemployed pops on Stalwart, which is already queued up to build everything. Nope, not happening. Don't want your star charts because that removes my ability to potentially get anomalies out of your stuff. Alright. United Julian League and Defense Attack. Oh wow, we got most of the galaxy effectively scouted out now. Nice. So let's check the contacts quick. So we've got 3 Fallen Empires. We have the Watchers, the Balon Chroniclers, who are Keepers of Knowledge, and the Blorg Ancients! The Blorg! I remember the Blorg from the Stellaris streams before they came out. Before the game really came out, rather. That, I can't remember the, Martin. That's who it was. Martin was largely playing him. I really enjoyed those, and they definitely pumped me up for the game, so happy to see them here. The Belmacosan. Oh, hello. Fleet power superior, because the AI usually maxes out his fleet power, and I don't care to spend the energy on it at the moment. But we're almost done colonizing Leyte Gulf there.
Construction complete.
Next ocean world we'll colonize, I'll probably just call Midway. Good. Unity. Yeah, maintenance 5.85. Power and maintenance. And that really largely matters most with the energy credits rather than the minerals, but alright, so got 3 fallen empires. I really enjoy having fallen empires in the game. I really wanted them, so I'm glad to see them. Leviathans are large, flat herbivores that have evolved internal gas pockets, enabling them to hover a few centimeters above the ground. They move about in herds consisting of a few dozen animals, grazing on the moss and lichen that can be found on the windswept plains of Lures 2A. They are ruthlessly hunted by the moon's apex predators, and our biologists on the vigilance end estimate that only a few hundred Leviathan herds remain. One of these, consisting of 9 animals, has been successfully collected and will be brought back to Unity. Oh, wow. Hello,
Construction complete.
Hegemony.
Construction complete. Colony established.
The democratic human worlds. We have Sol way over here. Oh, the Chinor have declared us rivals. Where are the Chinor? Right down here. Yep, close to you bastards. Their rivalry, plus 0.9 influence a month. Let's do it. Delmacosa as well? Tempting. I mean, they're never gonna like us, so may as well. 0.67 influence, that's worth doing. 0.9 influence on these guys. Yeah, let's go with lots of rivals.
Survey complete. Construction complete.
Haha! Lots of influence income from rivalries. They take all. Build a space for it, yes please. Alright, so things are looking good. We'll get a robot going on late they go just to speed things up at least a little bit. Pearl Harbor. We need to keep upgrading. You are moving stalwart soon, that's okay. Let's up that energy credit income. Here, that's these places they will be useful. First off, more power! Much more power! Upgrade that to just for fun. Why not? Alright. Unity's fine. Danteriga. Well, I guess we'll stick the minerals in. We've got plenty of them. Even if the planet's not terribly happy, whatever. Too bad, so sad. They'll get over it. Eventually. Alright. Well, I'm afraid I don't have that much time left. I'll be able to keep going for another 15 minutes or so, but we won't have time to launch a war in this play, unfortunately, but that's okay. We need to consolidate, expand in a peaceful manner, and look at that, genetic modification. Psi Warriors? Yes. We will absolutely go for Psi Warriors. Please, and thank you. Meanwhile, genetic modification, eh? So, we do that under context still, or species, there we go. So, in our empire we have humans, robots, and the Vakata. The Vakata are already formists. Is there a way we can make them even more pliable? That's the question. Well, it would take some time. It costs 2,800 to, or 4,200 to give them a new trait. So, take what, 3.5 years? About. I don't think we're going to do any genetic modification now, but worth considering in the future. There they go. I'm tempted to build another construction ship, but I honestly feel like I only want the one at the moment. I felt like I'm overextending or building too quickly with just the one, so.
Special project complete.
war going on. Snirins are large, burrowing creatures that live beneath the dunes of the vast equatorial deserts at Tosneria 1A. When these predators sense movement in sand above, they immediately raise dozens of tall spikes from their backs in the hope of impaling something edible. Finding a suitable specimen proved difficult at first until hundreds of tracked remote-controlled drones were dispatched across the desert in random directions. This led to the discovery and procurement of an unusually large specimen that had grown more than 100 spikes on its back. Huh, cool. Did we... Oh, we almost... Persist Ravenous Sulcor. You come finish this. You're so close. The Museum of Exobiology will be so pleased with you. Be a wonderful way to cap off a fantastic career, this Dr. Nambudiri.
System survey complete.
Very good. I'm totally fine with these guys kind of pushing north a bit against this fallen empire. Let them attract their attention rather than me. Yeah, we don't have any border friction. This definitely would be causing some border friction. Still nothing we will here. Be a little while, so. Let's just let time pass a bit, I think.
Complete.
Oh, the only other thing I wanted to check was... It is. We need more of these guys in my territory now. Seed of Hope at Kazoo. Observation post. Queue that up. I think we've already got something. Yep, that's Sarah Fugger. Got one over to Zanch already. Very good. Got one over to these guys. And not these guys. Alright. Let's keep... I don't really care too much if I get it right away or not, but I do want it over the long term. So we've already got them. And... Yeah. Pause. No reason to keep things paused at the moment. And something in Mira. Iraq. Okay. Plenty of stuff to build, definitely. That construction ship's gonna be busy a while. Maybe I really should create another one now. I do need to survey the rest of these.
Incoming transmission.
Wonder how their war is going. Oh yeah, they're definitely beating the Raxalac. They've taken some losses in the process, but... So, the Raxalac have as well. Pearl Harbor! You're leaving us. Get them food production going. Stalwart, I guarantee there is stuff for you to build. Power plant, please.
Research complete.
And let's do a combat arena here. Space-time theory, physics labs 3 and 4. Curator Archaeology Lab. Special lab for science ships, I'm guessing. Anomaly fail risk, discovery chance, and research speed. Huh! That's pretty nice. Plasma accelerators. Subspace sensors. Hyper shields. Antimatter reactor. Oh, I really want the antimatter reactor, but it'll take me like 8 or 9 years to get it. Most of this, well, I mean, I've already got better shields than these, and that's tempting, to be honest, but... Antimatter reactor. That's what we're going for, that's what we want. That's
System
what we're building.
complete.
Alright, that's fine. They go. Let's get a solar panel network up here, and then upgrade that starport. That we've got the minerals, let's just keep upgrading the starports. And let's get another battleship out. Right now we've only got the one, but there it is. It stands out nicely in the fleet. 2400 hull, 1120 shields versus a cruiser's 1600 hull and 560 shields. Excellent.
Construction complete.
We got mining
Special
station.
project
Alright.
complete.
The Zelkor are swarming insect analogs, unusual both for their large size and the fact that they are lithobores, feeding off rocks and minerals in the ground. One of the shuttles belonging to the CNS Vigilance sustained serious damage when it inadvertently passed through a large swarm, and several Zelkors began to feed on its hull. The construction of the special containment facilities required to hold these creatures has already begun at the Museum of Exobiology on Unity. Excellent. All the specimens asked for by the museum have been secured. The museum has grown to a massive facility where artificial gravity generators and atmospheric processors are used to simulate the environments of over a dozen worlds. Visitors are journeying from all across the human star hierarchy to see its wonders. Excellent. Good amount of okay amount of society, at least for at this point, but a good amount of energy credits and influence. Alright. Well, you know, I actually feel like this is probably not a bad time to end this bit of play, and this video. So, we're going to call it right here. The adventures of the human star hierarchy will certainly continue very soon. I hope you're enjoying the show.